Hello, friends. Samuel Graham doing TCGs again with a throwback to an older game, Decipher's Star Trek Customizable Card Game. Started 94, I believe, ran into the 2000s somewhat. They did a second edition of the game. I didn't play a whole lot of it, but I collected them. I'm a big Star Trek fan. So I was like, oh, cool. And then the game just didn't necessarily jump out to me as much. And then I never tried second edition. But, we threw it on the table a few times and focused way more on starship combat than was actually intended by the designers, I think. Man, this plastic is holding tight. This set is the Mirror Mirror set. Originally, the game was all next generation for the first few sets. They added Deep Space Nine after a little bit, as you could probably imagine from seeing the Mirror Kira there. And then branched out into the original series and kind of went from there. So we come with a rule supplement in these boxes, kind of explaining some of the different versions of characters, a couple of the specific, like, hey, we think you're probably going to have a problem with this specific piece of the rules, so let's answer it for you over here. And then it's a card list, not quite a checklist, but a card list on the back, along with just a listing of some of the other products that were available around the same time. Looking at Reflections, which was the foil pack, Trouble with Tribbles, which was the first original series Star Trek, the first set with those kinds of cards in it. They did some enhanced ones that had, booster packs and then some bonus cards. I think they kind of thought about those for sealed. These boxes up here were specifically for sealed decks. They came with a pack of cards to make that easier, kind of thing. And just all kinds of different stuff. An anthology collection that came with an assortment of packs from earlier on. Just a bunch of interesting stuff. So, these, I believe, are 30 pack boxes with 11 cards per pack. I know the 11 cards per pack part is true. I just never remember the packs per box, because a lot of times it was 36. And then I feel like this set and Trouble with Tribbles were both smaller number of packs per box for some reason. So looking at it, it's all, most of the stuff in this game was like stills from various TV shows. Movies came later largely, so mostly just shows at this point. Things to look for. This little symbol here in the box, that's the set symbol for Mirror Mirror. So anytime you have a different set, at least after the first couple, they tried to be confusing at first and didn't have a real differentiation other than copyright date. But so that says that this is from the Mirror Mirror set. It's from like this device they used as an assassination tool kind of thing. And then at the bottom, you've got the card number in the set and the rarity. There is an ultra rare card in this set that is the Mirror Universe Spock character from the original series episode Mirror Mirror that started the whole mirror opposite dimension thing. So the same kind of thing. You've got ships, you've got your characters, equipment, and Smiley. So that is the Mirror Universe Miles O'Brien. You can see that in bold down there. And then that's what different, like that symbol means he's part of the, it's like Terran Empire, basically. I don't remember if that specifically meant Mirror Universe. I know that that's what this square means, is like that the Mirror Universe is his native, they call it quadrant in the game, or area. So like this one, this shows, okay, this guy is a different time period too. He's an original series time period card. But Smiley. Okay, this set was really bad about this. 2 of the same common in the pack. And so like these were your planets. They doubled as missions. So it gave you basically the things to accomplish the mission. Your crew needs to match this when you try it. And it'll give you various other. It'll have the symbol of a faction that can try it, or this one says anybody can. And there's another ship, a mirror universe. So that's the Alliance. Oh, I think they called it the Alliance. Yeah. Cardassians and Klingons were teamed up in the mirror universe later on in the Deep Space Nine era, which was always an interesting pairing. I guess in the real world they were aggressive. I would have expected a little bit more mirror, I guess, there. The good guys kind of flipped into bad guys in the original series, and then there was a little bit less of the outright mirroring in Deep Space Nine when they showed the mirror universe. So you've got different places, outposts, star bases, that kind of thing, or headquarters also that play at a certain location. Gives a home world for that faction, basically, if they didn't already have one. And it tells you kind of what kind of cards are allowed to come into play here. But yeah, so you got like original series Romulans alongside Mirror Universe original series characters, and then a modern Romulan too. So the set didn't go strictly Mirror Universe. It kind of tried to keep expanding both the original series and Deep Space Nine stuff. So like this guy, he's got multiple symbols. So he's a Mirror Universe base, he's original series timeline, and he's Terran Empire, human Earth Empire, basically. So that is what all of those are building up to. Lots of symbols in one place. Okay, so there's another cool one. The Mirror Universe version of Uhura. So she's the same way. She's got the different symbols. This red symbol, that was originally introduced, I believe, in the alternate universe booster set. But that's what it means, is it's an alternate universe symbol. So I'm curious. I don't remember exactly how the gameplay would have worked out. So this is mirror base, and that's a mirror faction, but also having alternate universe is an interesting. One of these days, I've got a couple starters for the set before this for Trouble Tribbles, that I want to bust those back out and see. Oh, Mr. Tuvok, the mirror Tuvok from Voyager, but the mirror version appeared in the mirror universe on Deep Space Nine. I want to actually throw down, and when we were a kid, like I said, we wanted to play the space battles. We wanted our ships to shoot at each other, kind of thing. We didn't really play the game. Nurse Chapel, that was played by Majel Barrett, the wife of Gene Roddenberry, who created the whole thing. So that's construct starship. Building the Mirror Defiant. They stole the plans and built their own kind of deal. So I'm kind of flipping through these. I'm not diving into all the commons and uncommons unless I notice something that stands out. The mirror version of the space station, which also has the flip side. So Cardassian faction or Federation, or in this case Terran Empire faction. Some more cool ships. So like that one, that's not a mirror ship. That's just the regular world Dominion kind of ship. Ferengi. Klingon Empire outpost. So this is for the mirror faction though. So got some cool main characters have popped up already. I wonder if we'll see a Spock in this box. Another Voyager character, Thomas Paris. Um, this was not Mirror Universe per se, but it was an alternate universe episode where Harry Kim was in an alternate reality, and he helped Harry get where he was trying to go, get back to his regular world, basically. Ooh, there's a good one. The Mirror Universe Enterprise. We've seen it's not a big set. We've seen most of the commons and uncommons at this point. So I'll probably start powering through them a bit quicker. And then dilemmas, so that's what this kind of is. So get past, it gives you the same kind of like requirements as one of the missions, the locations. But it is an extra thing on top of the mission to get through. Basically, you play those. There's another main, Security Chief Sulu. You played it under your opponent's mission, usually, trying to make it harder for them to be able to succeed. So a mission that they brought, you tried to make it harder for them to have planned for it. So there's another dilemma was the rare there. And then I guess I didn't really show this on one of the characters. So the character has like navigation, transporter skills, security. So those are the things that the missions or the Captain Dax, the Mirror Universe Jedzia, those are the kinds of things that the missions and the dilemmas will reference. Sometimes they'll reference strength or cunning or something like that too. But a lot of the time they're looking for those skills that are listed. There's Rook. He was an android. He's not Mirror Universe or an alternate universe even, but he was a original series android character. Another main character. There's Dr. McCoy, the mirror version. The funny part is some of them we didn't actually see a lot of the mirror version of the character in the show. So the image used for the card, like Sulu, was actually a picture of the mirror card or the mirror character. An incident. There are all kinds of different interrupts, events, effects, incidents, other things that can play on the table that will have different effects on the game and are played at different times. There's the mirror Chekhov. What I was saying though is that a lot of the pictures of the mirror characters, like I think McCoy is a good example, are just repurposed pictures of the non-mirror character. There's the Mirror Universe Ben Cisco from Deep Space Nine. And then, like you heard, the picture is actually the regular universe version disguised as the Mirror Universe version to add some confusion. There's a Dominion leader type character, one of the Vorta that were the overseers of the Jem'Hadar, kind of middle management of the Dominion to oversee the shock troopers. There's a Bajoran warship. But yeah, every now and then, I usually keep a couple boxes of Star Trek around just so I can do something like this, flip through the cards, just have that nostalgia blast. Another dilemma. Sort of that nostalgia blast from opening packs, especially, back in the day as I was, pre-teens and early teens when this was a big deal. The Regent Worf, the evil mirror version of Worf. So I was never opening boxes, maybe 3 or 4 packs at a time kind of thing, but nothing, no serious, oh, let's open a whole box, let's open a case, anything like that. So it's fun to, serious from one of the early original series episodes. Um, so yeah, it's fun to kind of get to stop and actually open a lot of it and kind of see what stuff happened in here. All right, the evil mirror Odo from Deep Space Nine. Not a whole lot of packs left cracking this one. Still would love it if Mr. Spock would show up. I believe the name of the card is First Officer Spock for the Mirror Universe version. There's Ezri. So the Mirror Ezri did not actually become Dax. The Trill race has a little symbiotic relationship with another creature inside of them. So Ezri was not Ezri Dax. Another dilemma. I believe that one's from the episode where Kirk's fighting the Gorn arena. Seen the old school picture of him with the giant, goofy-looking rubber lizard man that he's fighting. All right, the Evil Worf's flagship, the mirror version of the Negvar, which always looked like they made it way too big in the mirror universe. I don't know if they did that on purpose and it really is bigger than the regular one, or if they just goofed. Could go either way. You never know. And then there's the Guardian of Forever, from a classic, one of the best episodes of the original series of Star Trek. City on the Edge of Forever had a really potent, emotional kind of time travel, put right what has been made wrong kind of storyline. Great episode. The Guardian of Forever is a pretty cool concept. Like, it was able to know that something had changed and explain the changes and all that. Is a pretty neat concept. And rare for the last pack is Professor Cisco. So this was Benjamin Sisko's wife in the regular, the non-mirror universe. She had died in the Battle of Wolf 359, the Best of Both Worlds battle against the Borg. And so this was her mirror universe version that popped up and made things hard for Cisco for a bit. But, so yeah, this is a full box that I went through of Mirror Mirror expansion of the Star Trek CCG from Decipher. I guess the game's been more or less out of print more than 15 years now, but I still like to go through the cards. Being a big Trek fan doesn't help that any. Always have to kind of dig through and see what I can see. But yeah, thanks for taking this little look back, brief overview kind of thing of this game. I may open some more at some point and kind of talk more about it, but every now and then I just like to jump back and take a look at the older games that I like, or even sometimes I'll just grab a box of an older game that I didn't even play and just open it and see what I missed. But yeah, I just like to take a look, be nostalgic a little bit, and see what's there, especially when it comes to gaming. My grandparents got me a starter box of the Star Wars CCG, 95, 96, pretty early on in that game. And so I've been collectible card games and stuff like that ever since that. That was my first exposure. So I always like to appreciate them, think back to that, and just enjoy both the cards and the games overall when I get the chance. But Samuel Graham is doing TCGs, done for the day. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you ever played this game or if there are other games that you miss that you are equally nostalgic about, and might even be able to find some of them. Check them out. Anyway, thank you very much. Have an excellent rest of your day, and I will see you next time. Bye.